You know, guys, the longer that I've stayed in YouTube and in the Call of Duty scene, the more and more I've come to realize that a day off, or even, God forbid, 2 days off, or even 3, is literally like the worst idea ever. You cannot have a break here in Call of Duty without something going totally wrong, or without something massive happening that requires a scat master to pull up and take a nasty, massive, heaping pile of horse shit all over a game that you might as well also call horse shit. Guys, when it comes to Black Ops 7, there's been a massive leak. And when I say massive, I mean it's been so goddamn minuscule that the only people making this out to be like the biggest hype factor in Call of Duty history are seemingly the gooch slickers out there. You know what they are, face down, ass up for Activision and Bobby Cosby, kissing their goddamn toes. The first ones to pre-order, the first ones to buy it, the first ones to criticize others who have a differing opinion, talking about maybe you probably shouldn't buy or pre-order. Yeah, those guys that you'll see in the comments in today's video talking about, oh, Fooly, are you still gonna pre-order it? You still gonna buy it? Nope. Not happening, and the leaks that we have here today with Black Ops 7 also lead me to tell you guys that you shouldn't buy it and you should not pre-order it. But before we get into it, guys, I'm gonna need you to do me a quick favor, okay? We've been out of it for a couple of days. Please welcome the Scat Master back by bitch slapping the like button right now. And you see that subscribe button? I need you to press it. Honestly, I might even have you press it like 2 or 3 times, I'm not gonna lie. We're on the way to 50,000 subscribers. We've been making great progress. Guys, down in the comments below, hashtag Fooly50. And guys, on Monday, I am going to be having an extended stream. I'm talking like a 4 or 5 hour stream on Monday. I'd like you all to pull up. All right, it's going to be a great time. I got some cool shit for you guys, but aside from that, let's get into it. This is a tweet that comes out from Scat Master Charles. He says, breaking, an internal developer message of the day for Black Ops 7 accidentally went live on the Xbox Call of Duty app showing new details. And this is the big moment, guys. In all caps, new mode, overload, new mode, 20v20.
Oh, hooray, yay! Ice cream!
Now look, guys, there's a few things that I'd like to say on behalf of the things that have just been accidentally leaked to us. Honestly, I don't think it's an accident, but it was a mistake for this to happen, whether it was intentional or not. And let me tell you exactly why. Because when you look at this first screenshot, and I think I can show it, I don't see why I wouldn't be able to show it. I didn't leak this shit, these motherfuckers did. If you look at these operators, the guy on the right, he looks okay. I'm not gonna lie, like the helmet, it's a little tacky, but it's okay. The guy on the left looks like he doesn't have a fucking neck. Okay, that just looks like ass in my opinion. Horrifying operator, but that's not the worst thing in this screenshot. The worst thing is when you look to the bottom left and you see new mode overload, and you might be thinking to yourself like, holy shit, it sounds cool, it says new mode, so therefore perhaps this generates some hype, right? Well, not exactly. As you can see here, 2 teams of 6 players each fight to control a neutral EMP device that must be delivered to the enemy HQ for score. Reach the score limit and claim victory by delivering multiple EMP devices. You know what this is, guys? It's literally fucking uplink. That's literally what it's called. And I think there was a mode like this in World War II, which was a boots on the ground game. I don't remember if it was called like Gridiron or Gridlock. I really don't remember what it was called, but essentially, it's the same shit, just with a different name. Therefore, I'm here to tell you guys, is this really a new mode? Fuck no. You see, they called it uplink because you could jump up and you could use your exosuit or your jetpack to float up. And that's a whole other conversation that we'll have very, very soon, because people talking about exosuits versus jetpacks versus whatever the marketing says, it's just all fucking stupid. But in this case, it's literally uplink no matter which way you want to cut it. If it's jetpacks, if it's boots on the ground, if it's Omni movement, if it's the extended new developed version of Omni movement, it's fucking uplink. Okay, is this a new mode? No. Why is it being labeled as a new mode? You know why, and that's the overall message of today's video that we'll also get into very soon. But yeah, it's fucking uplink, and no hate to uplink because that was actually a very fun mode, but that's not a new mode. okay? Don't call it a new mode. In the next screenshot, you can take a look at whatever the fuck this is. I don't know if it's a kill streak, if it's a fucking field upgrade, if it's a game mode where you have to lead the thing over to the other side of the map. All I know is people are gonna be overhyping the fact that there's certain weapons you can see in here. You can see a guy dolphin diving in the background. You can see what looks like a fucking jetpack or an exosuit.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And a lot of people are up in arms about this, but if you look at the bottom left, there's a thing called Skirmish 20v20, which is being labeled as new, which honestly, it looks just like a mosh pit playlist, except you're in 20v20 instead of 10v10 or 12v12 or 16v16. This time it's just 20v20, which is that a new concept? No, it's really fucking not. Well, that is pretty much the extent of the leaks for Black Ops 7 that we got, and honestly, I'm glad at least at the very bare minimum that these are multiplayer related, because up until this point, we've had zero confirmation or details on the multiplayer other than the fact of the things that I've already been telling you guys, which is this is just a continuation of BO6. And has that statement been reinforced with today's leaks? Fucking yes, okay? Yes, absolutely. But there are two controversies that have come with today's leaks, and I wanted to share them with you guys because it really doesn't paint a good picture for what Black Ops 7 is supposed to be to all of these fucking fanboys. This is the first one that we got. This guy replied to these leaks saying, "So allegations that they scrapped the wall running last minute makes more sense now, huh?" Guys, I would happen to agree. What this looks like to me, especially after seeing that you can see a guy with fucking jetpacks or with a fucking exosuit, it really does reinforce the fact that at one point, it seemed like they really wanted to move towards the super advanced movement. Now, when it comes to jetpacks versus exosuit, for whatever reason, people are debating and crying at each other. Honestly, I mean, you have both sides. One side saying, "Oh, these are jetpacks." The other side saying, "Oh, these are exosuits." Guys, I don't give a fuck what you call them. You can call them the advancement to fucking Heelys, if you guys ever wore those shits. The point is, there was an intention for advanced movement. Now, is there going to be a game mode with advanced movement? I wouldn't be surprised, and it seems like that's another leak that maybe there is. But at the end of the day, if they could do it for one game mode, why didn't they just do it for the entire game itself? Oh yeah, I'll tell you why. Because they couldn't fucking make it happen smoothly with the motherfuckers that work at Treyarch. The new guys at Treyarch don't have what it takes, okay? They simply just don't have it in them. They don't have the talent, they don't have the skill set to do it. It's a tough pill to swallow. You know why? Because if they were able to deliver on this and actually make it a great experience, a great mechanic in the game, then the core audience, especially all the people that have been begging for jetpacks for years, they would like it. The fact that they're not going this direction tells me two things. The first thing is that they don't think their creation with jetpacks or advanced movement or exosuits, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, wouldn't have been enough to maintain people playing the game, meaning it probably would have ended up like shit. And number two, the fact that they are not doing this jetpack thing seemingly means that they're sticking with the Omni movement route, and it's going to be more in line with what Black Ops 6 is, which again points to the fact that I've been telling you guys, Black Ops 6 is the BO7 Alpha, aka BO7 is BO6 Part 2.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Meaning, if you're getting hyped for any of the things that we've just shared today or any other day, I'm sorry man, I don't want to be mean, but you're a fucking bozo. Now, there is a bigger picture here that I wanted to paint for everybody that I don't see enough people talking about, and it comes in the form of a tweet from this guy named Reality UK. He is a big leaker, and he comes out here and says, "I am saying as an absolute fact right now, this was intentional. This doesn't happen accidentally." And I honestly completely agree. This is not an accidental leak. There's no fucking way this could have been an accidental leak, okay? Because these are the best case scenarios. It's either it was accidentally leaked because the people that are handling this shit are fucking idiots and they're incompetent, which is also a statement that I've made, which would reinforce that statement. Or number two is the fact that this wasn't leaked, and the reasoning as to why it was intentionally leaked is something that I think is going to be another tough pill to swallow for a lot of people. This is another truth bomb for all the fucking COD fanboys out there and all the people that hate my channel and channels like Nero and The Rick and Gilmore and Prime Pete and BT and fucking 8 Thoughts Bald Ass. This is a tough pill to swallow for those of you guys that have a problem with us. You ready to hear it? They intentionally leaked it because there ain't shit else that's going to generate hype between now and the fucking launch of the game. You want to know why that's the case? Because again, as we've been saying it, BO7 is literally just BO6 with slightly different movement, just a tiny bit, in a different setting. And as we can see from the screenshots that we've shown, the setting doesn't even look that impressive, man. The operators look like shit. The map in the background doesn't look all that cool. Guys, what the fuck are we getting ourselves into if we buy or purchase or pre-order BO7? You're just getting a continuation of BO6. Chalk the shit up, put it into an update, a DLC update for 25 bucks max, ship it out, and I guarantee you, you would get better reviews on it than if you ship this thing out as a premium $80 title that is literally the exact same bullshit as the shit that we just played. Guys, am I wrong in saying that? I really do not think so. I think everything that we've seen and heard about BO7 thus far, with the exception of the original teaser trailer with David Mason, which isn't even multiplayer related, there's no way you could possibly be hyped for the multiplayer. There's nothing that you don't know. You know everything. You know that there's no jetpacks. You know that the new version of Omni Movement includes wall jumping and it's not wall running. You know that there's going to be BO2 remastered maps. You know that the original maps that are going to be in this game are developed by Treyarch, who have already showcased us what they got for BO6 with the original maps, and those original maps suck horse dick.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Do you think BO7 original maps are going to be better? No, man, absolutely not. You can see how hard they're trying to make things sound new. They're not new. It's literally uplink. It's literally just a bigger version of Ground War. I'm more tempted to say, if you want to buy it, fuck it, that's your brain cell loss and that's your monetary loss. But would you not agree with me that you'd rather pay 25 goddamn dollars and just call it a DLC at that point? Look, if I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. And when the game ships out and it launches, and the biggest criticism is that it's just too much like BO6, come back to this video and eat my cock from the back. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on these new BO7 leaks, and do you think any of this stuff looks or sounds new? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.